Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Monday, December 13th, and we have all you need to know about Penn State's new president, as well as details on a rally held in downtown State College.
We also have more on the renovations coming to a favorite fast food restaurant, along with entertainment, sports, and weather. What happened?
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need
Oh!
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%.
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Joining us tonight, I'm Marissa Yakinchik.
And I'm Ben Russell. Neely Bendapudi will be the next president of Penn State after being unanimously selected by the Board of Trustees on December 9th. Bendapudi is the current president of the University of Louisville and will take over for incumbent president Eric J. Barron. Barron is set to retire at the end of the 2021-2022 academic year. Bendapudi will also be the first woman and person of color to serve as president in university history. She's been recognized as a leader in higher education who specializes in marketing and consumer behavior. In a career that spans over 30 years, Bendapudi has served in a variety of different roles at various universities, including Louisville, Kansas, and Ohio State.
A 30-year-old Harrisburg man was taken into custody on Monday, December 6th, in connection to a shooting. The incident over the summer left one woman dead and her child wounded. Erin Walsh, 27, and her 6-year-old son were outside on their porch on June 28th when Raymere Haynes pulled out a gun and opened fire. Walsh was struck in the head and leg and died in the hospital days later. Her son took a bullet to each leg but survived. It's likely they weren't the intended targets, Penn Live reported in July, when Haynes opened fire, a nearby group of men shot back, and Walsh was caught in the crossfire. Haynes is charged with homicide, attempted homicide, aggravated assault, and 2 weapon charges, police said.
After lots of traffic backups and safety concerns, it seems the Chick-fil-A on North Atherton Street has found a solution. Chick-fil-A representatives are moving forward with a plan to add a second drive-through lane at the State College location. This will diffuse the traffic situation that is currently ongoing with just one drive-through lane. There will be a zoning hearing board meeting on December 15th to approve of the plan. If the plan passes, development plans will be submitted in early 2022 with the hopes of beginning construction by midsummer.
An anti-eviction rally was held on Wednesday, December 8th in front of the Allen Street gates. The protest, organized by the Alleghenies Abolition, was against the amount of evictions happening in State College throughout the winter months. The rally included members of the Center County Democratic Socialists of America, United Socialists at Penn State, Students Against Sexual Violence at Penn State, and Central PA United and El Colectivo. Will Way, a rally organizer, said that, quote, the rally is to shame landlords, draw attention to the evictions happening in Center County, and support tenants who want to come together and defend each other against eviction violence. A local organization is also making efforts to keep others out of the cold this winter. Field reporter Emma Aiken has more.
The homeless shelter has provided a safe space for homeless people around the area. Recent upgrades and renovations to the location are underway, including the building of many bunk beds, as the shelter is now providing overnight stays in addition to daytime stays. Previously, guests slept overnight at local churches for 2 weeks at a time, but moving around can take a toll on guests, so the goal with the renovations is to help eliminate that instability. The addition of the bunk beds will be able to sleep around 30 people.
And so the benefit to us being in one space all the time is that we will have the day shelter operating during the day, where they can use the resources like meeting with our caseworker, using our computers, the house phone, laundry, and shower facilities. Then being able to know that at night they're going to also be in this space and have a place where they can store their belongings and a place to sleep safe and secure until they're able to find their own permanent housing.
Potter says she encourages Penn State students to get involved in the community because it's important to realize that homelessness happens even here in Happy Valley.
And it happens all over the nation, and being aware of it is the first step in making us all aware that we can change that in our communities by fighting for things like affordable housing and being aware of what's happening in the news that affects homelessness rates. And certainly COVID has put a burden on our economy and our community of individuals who are already living on the edge. And so we've seen an increase in homelessness. So just being educated about those things is great, but then volunteering at local shelters and other places that serve those individuals is a great way to give back. And you can easily do that by going online to our website and signing up through our Sign Up Genius. It's very easy to do, and you can commit to 2 hours, you can commit to coming weekly, and it's a great experience, I think, for most individuals.
For Penn State Network News, I'm Emma Aiken.
Many students are preparing to head home for the holidays. Will the weather cooperate? Jenna Hugel has this week's weather report.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia? Let's do it. What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer, 3 out of 4.
75%.
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Let me just start by saying that the weather today has been beautiful, especially considering it's mid-December. There's not a snowflake in sight. Continuing on into tonight, the lovely weather is going to continue on. There's not going to be any winds. There's not going to be any rain. Continuing on all throughout the night into tomorrow morning. Around 9 a.m., the sun is still going to be peeking out, and It's going to be out pretty much all day until the mid-afternoon. And then that's when some clouds are going to start rolling in into the late evening. And the clouds are going to stay for pretty much the rest of the week. Looking ahead to this weekend, if you need to do some Christmas shopping, the good news is there's not going to be any snow that you have to worry about driving on. There's going to be fair weather and sun for most of the day Friday. That's going to turn into some late showers later on. And as the showers roll in Friday night, that's going to continue on throughout the night into Saturday morning. And on Saturday, it's going to rain for pretty much the rest of the day. And then those systems, they're going to move east and get out of the way. Both Friday and Saturday are going to be consistently just a little bit under 50 degrees. But as we get into Sunday, the sun is actually going to peak out, but the temperatures are going to drop. For this 7-day forecast, Monday, as we saw today, was a beautiful day. It reached a high of 52 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be just a little bit cooler, high of 48, a little bit of cloud coverage. And the cloud coverage is actually really important because the clouds throughout the week are going to trap in that heat that's came in today and tomorrow. And that's going to regulate the temperatures, keeping, just high 40s and even in the 60s, as you can see there on Thursday. We have a southerly wind to thank for that. So as these systems are moving through, the winds are going to come from the south, and that warmer air is just going to heat it up, and it's going to stay trapped within the clouds. Friday, there's going to be just a little bit of cloudy skies, not really any rain until later evening, like I said earlier. And as the rain comes in, and it's going to stay for Saturday and then just get out of the way for Sunday. Coming up next, Mike Marandino has the latest stories on Penn State sports.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need
Oh! Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%.
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Mike Marandino with your sports update. Penn State football head coach James Franklin announced the hiring of Manny Diaz as defensive coordinator and linebackers coach this past Saturday, December 11th. Diaz joins the Nittany Lions with 24 years of collegiate coaching experience, including 3 as a head coach and 13 as a defensive coordinator. Diaz is leaving the University of Miami after 6 seasons, including 3 as head coach. Diaz coached the Hurricanes to three bowl appearances in his 3 seasons at the helm, which included an 8-3 record and 7-2 mark in ACC play during the 2020 season. He has also coached in 19 bowl games with a record of 13-6. Since 2017, Miami has been ranked 10th nationally among Power 5 teams in takeaways per season at an average of 20.6. James Franklin stated himself that he is thrilled to add Manny Diaz as a defensive coordinator for the Nittany Lions. Penn State women's hockey picked up its 2nd shutout in a row to conclude the 2021 calendar year. The Nittany Lions won 3-0 against the University of New Hampshire on Friday, December 10th at the Winmore Center Arena. After becoming the program's all-time wins leader Thursday night, sophomore goalie Josie Bothan set another Penn State record with her 8th career shutout behind 22 saves on Friday. This win sets Penn State to improve to 10-6-2 overall in the year. The team is on a hot streak as they have won 3 of their last 4, entering the upcoming 3-week holiday break. The Nittany Lions will head to Pittsburgh to start off the new year in the Battle of the Berg tournament at the UPMC
Lemieux Sports Complex. Penn State will face St. Cloud State in the opening game of the 4-team tournament on New Year's Day. It's finals week at Penn State, and with that comes a lot of stress, anxiety, and strain on our mental health. Field reporter Courtney McGinley takes a deeper look at how exercise can positively impact mental health. Take a look.
After a semester full of preparation, Penn State faculty, staff, and students are entering finals week today. Individuals may find themselves anxious about exams. However, it is a fact that physical activity eases symptoms of anxiety and depression that proceed throughout this week. Penn State Director of the Center for Fitness and Wellness, Melissa Rogers, states that neurotrophic factors and transmitters such as dopamine and serotonin are known to be stimulated through exercise.
Brain-derived neurotrophic factors. So that is why we see increased brain performance around exercise. So if you exercise before you go into a test, it might be helpful. You know, those long walks to class around Penn State campus might be beneficial because it stimulates the brain a little bit, especially if you're a little bit late and you pick up the pace. So it may help you being more mentally engaged during class.
Additionally, Penn State student Jonathan Petrecka states that going to the gym helps him relieve stress after a long day.
I like the lift and, I don't know, just get bigger. But climbing also helps me relieve stress. I also like to throw football and play baseball in the field as well. And I come here after class because I feel like it helps me take a break, like gives my mind a break.
When it comes to studying for finals, there are various ways to help manage stress levels. Penn State Assistant Director of Health and Wellness, Erin Roper, states that you should give yourself breaks.
I'm going to suggest the Pomodoro method. So, 25 minutes of like studying hard and taking that 5-minute break. Hopefully it can be this. You stand up and move around the library or go outside or just stretch, doing something even in your chair.
Roper also suggests that students go to the relaxation room in the IM building to aid anxiety and depression symptoms. Research shows that physical activity for 75 to 150 minutes a week can help you feel more content, more awake, and more calm, while reducing the symptoms of mental illness. If you start to feel overwhelmed this finals week, try going to the gym or taking a walk. For Penn State Network News, I'm Courtney McGinley.
Former Denver Broncos wide receiver Demaryius Thomas was found dead in his home this past Thursday night, according to the Roswell, Georgia Police Department. Preliminary reports, according to police, indicated Thomas's death might have resulted from a medical issue. LaTanya Bonsignor, a first cousin who grew up with Thomas so close that they considered themselves siblings, told the Associated Press that the family believes he died from a seizure. Former teammates also noted Thursday night that Thomas might have been having seizures in recent months. Thomas, who would have turned 34 on Christmas, had announced his retirement from the NFL in June with a short video with a peace sign and his characteristic smile. The Broncos released a statement early Friday, mourning the loss of, quote, an incredible player and a special person. They went on to add, quote, Demaryius's humility, warmth, kindness, and infectious smile will always be remembered by those who knew him and those who loved him. That's all for sports. After the break, Juliana Turdo will bring you the latest in the world of entertainment.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia? Let's do it. What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%.
That's right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up? We finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Juliana Torda with your entertainment update. After over 20 years of providing the Penn State community with gourmet lattes and a cozy place to study with friends, beloved Saints Cafe is set to close its doors on Sunday, December 19th. In an Instagram photo posted on December 10th, the cafe said, quote, "After deep reflection and 22 years of service, we've decided to close Saints Cafe. We want to thank all of our past and present employees and customers old and new for their patronage over the years," end quote. The cafe will be taken over by a Philadelphia-based company called Elixir Coffee on 123 West Beaver Avenue sometime in the near future. Loyal customers can stay in touch with Saints Cafe through their social media, where they will be providing updates on coffee and merchandise sales. Although we are saying goodbye to a local favorite, State College is welcoming plenty of new businesses to the area. Reporter Amanda Wiseman has the details on the new Innovation Hub. Take a look.
Penn State University Park has recently opened Innovation Hub stores to the public. The Hub is a 6-story, state-of-the-art, multi-use building that is located in downtown State College. This project is part of Invent Penn State, which is a Commonwealth-wide initiative to spur economic success and idea development. The Innovation Hub is an 85,000 square foot building that provides no-cost resources to students, entrepreneurs, and community innovators. Each floor level specializes in a different functionality, such as the first floor offering hands-on equipment to help build prototypes. The 6th floor has a 360-degree view of Happy Valley and has different spaces for events and meetings to take place in. Happy Valley Launchbox is now located on the 2nd floor instead of its previous downtown location. This is an innovation space powered by PNC to help job creation, guide business startups, and provide accelerator programs. John Peterson, a business consultant for Happy Valley Launchbox, has many positive things to say.
We give the ability to have people have co-working space so they can come up, work on their ideas, innovate, and create new things that maybe not been possible even 5-10 years ago through the university system.
There are 21 launch boxes and innovation hubs embedded within communities across Pennsylvania to assist entrepreneurs. Aiden Raucher, a third-year computer science major, has utilized the facilities for his business endeavors.
Yeah, the Innovation Hub's a really nice facility, especially for entrepreneurship related ventures. I'm here a lot studying, and overall, it's just a really nice space.
This Innovation Hub is scheduled to be finished this coming summer. Innovation Hub is a great opportunity Penn State offers for those to pursue their economic visions. The state-of-the-art building offers many resources to help accelerate business startups and turn an idea into reality. Reporting for Penn State Network News, I'm Amanda Weissman.
Hunter Schaefer visited Penn State's Alumni Hall in a sold-out lecture on December 6th, hosted by SPA. She spoke about fashion, life advice, and her experience from the HBO Max hit Euphoria. Penn State students got to hear the inside scoop on Hunter's personal experience with the show and her iconic outfit choices from on and off the screen. Hunter ended the talk with an inspiring advice to be excited about things that you feel good and passionate about. Everyone is preparing as the holidays have officially arrived. Local areas are hosting plenty of events to help you celebrate. Reporter Megan Swift has details on Bellefonte's recent events.
Bellefonte Under the Lights Winter Market was held Sunday from noon to 4 p.m. in Talleyrand Park.
Want to come, but they never want to leave. Exes and my own want me. Like the girls that haunt me. Make them all they won't let go.
Ellen Mattis, board president for Downtown Bellefonte, Inc., helped organize the event.
So this is our second ever winter market, Bellefonte Under the Lights Winter Market, and it's a
craft and artisan vendor with about 70 vendors. It's a perfect opportunity for holiday shopping.
The event, which was initially scheduled for Saturday, was pushed to Sunday following a wind advisory issued by the National Weather Service.
This is a great turnout. We were actually supposed to host it last night on Saturday, and there's a wind advisory. So we decided today was looking like a better day, and we think that the turnout was probably doubled because of it. We have live music until about 2 o'clock today, and then St. John's the Evangelist Church is doing a live nativity at 2 o'clock. Other than that, there's just amazing shopping. You can finish up your holiday shopping. There's a craft beverage lounge, food trucks, and kids crafts. A ton of stuff going on.
I'm Megan Swift reporting for PSN News.
Rising pop sensation Olivia Rodrigo announced her highly anticipated Sour Tour. She is also nominated for seven Grammy Awards, including Best New Artist and Record of the Year. Rodrigo blew up over quarantine with major hits titled Driver's License and Good For You. The artist stuck to small venues due to it being her first tour, and she will be providing shows from Radio City Music Hall in New York City to Eventum Apollo in London. Rodrigo's tour sold out in a matter of minutes and are currently being resold for thousands of dollars. Her tour will kick off in San Francisco at Bill Graham Civic Auditorium on April 2nd, 2022, and fans are more than excited to see her perform live. That's all for your entertainment update. After the break, we have the latest stories from across the nation.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need
Checking your fantasy league?
Nah, just my 401k statement.
Nice. Where'd you find the money for that?
I just been saving a little every month.
I can't seem to save anything.
Well, what about all this? What about the money you're spending?
What money? It's gone before I can get my hands on it.
I got a pizza for a Todd.
Hey, can somebody spot me?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
It's 547.
All right, you ready for some baseball trivia?
Let's do it.
What year produced the most no-hit games in the big leagues?
7 no-hitters in 1990.
Wow, that's right. Now a question that's not trivial. How many children will witness bullying this year?
Huh.
The answer? 3 out of 4.
75%.
That's
Wow.
right. How many of them will say something?
Kids want to help, but don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov.
So good to see you guys. So what's up? We finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on... Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Jesse Smallett has been found guilty on 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct by a Chicago jury. The charges were brought on for making false reports to police that he was a victim of a hate crime in January of 2019. The 12-person jury deliberated for more than 9 hours over last Wednesday and Thursday. Smallett was also acquitted on 1 count of felony disorderly conduct. Prosecutors sought to show that the former Empire actor made false reports to police after playing Ola and Abambola Asundero to carry out a staged hate crime against him. The attack was an effort to garner sympathetic media coverage.
A jury in Arkansas found reality TV star Josh Duggar guilty of receipt and possession of child pornography last Thursday. Allegedly, he downloaded material that depicted the sexual abuse of multiple children under the age of 12. Duggar has pled not guilty to both charges. He is known for his role on the TLC reality TV show 19 Kids and Counting, which was canceled in 2015 after it was alleged that Duggar molested multiple girls as a teenager. Duggar is planning on appealing the charges.
The parents of 2 Oxford High School students are suing school officials. They are claiming that last week's fatal school shooting in Michigan was, quote, entirely preventable, and that the defendants, quote, created and increased the dangers then existing at the Oxford High School. The $100 million lawsuit filed by Jeffrey and Brandy Franz says parents alerted school officials to threats 2 weeks before the rampage that left 4 students dead and injured 7 others. They filed suit last Thursday in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Michigan on behalf of their daughters, Riley, 17, and Bella, 14. The suit says Riley was one of the injured students after she suffered a bullet wound to the neck while her sister watched, but Bella was not shot. Those names are the Oxford Community School District Superintendent, Timothy Throne, Oxford High Principal, Stephen Wolfe, Dean of Students, Ryan Moore, and 2 more school counselors, 2 teachers, and staff members. The Franzes, on behalf of their daughters, are requesting a jury trial.
A Buffalo area Starbucks and its employees have voted in favor of unionizing, making it the first labor union in the 50-year history of the franchise. Starbucks employees across the country have recently pushed for better pay and benefits in a tight labor market. This result is a victory for cafe workers who petitioned in August to vote on forming a union. A union would give employees a direct channel of negotiation with the company. This could cause problems for Starbucks as they have expressed concerns for how unions could damage their reputation.
And that's all for tonight on PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.